People will never rise above the opinion of themselves. This honestly might be the most important video that I've made throughout my entire YouTube channel. The reason why is because many men unconsciously, they have all of these doubts telling them that they cannot do something. And like I said, it destroys your potential, because when you constantly feed yourself this information that you will not be able to achieve something, it will become your reality. And hope is the one thing that if you gave it to someone, he would be able to 10x his potential. He would be able to achieve anything he puts his mind to. Why do you think all of these successful people, what do they have in common? What they had in common is that they all truly believed in themselves. They knew day in and day out that they would be able to achieve what they put their mind to, and they actually ended up achieving all of their success. You will never see a successful person who said that they doubted themselves, who said that they didn't truly believe in themselves fully. I mean, how do you expect others to believe in you full-heartedly when you don't even believe in yourself? I remember a time in my life when I had a lot of doubt. That was during my junior year of high school. Now, during this time, what I was really trying to do was make varsity soccer. So I spent so much time training. Like, I'm not even trying to exaggerate how much time I spent. I'd probably train around 2 to 3 times a day, maybe like 6 hours in total. I would train so hard. And I knew that, like, I had the skill. However, one thing that constantly held me back was my self-doubt. I would constantly tell myself, I'm not ready for this. I haven't been playing soccer for too long. What if I mess up? What if this happens? What if this happens? And I went to the day of the tryouts, And like I said, I trained so much. So I actually did have the skill, but doubt is what held me back. I go into the tryouts and I play soccer like I acted like I never played before. I played so bad because I was so nervous. I had so much doubts in my head. That is the one thing that I never trained, is destroying the doubt. It is a mental practice. And if you do not do this in your life, you will never be able to achieve what you truly want. This is why I'm making this video, because I know the importance of doubt and how to get rid of it. So I'm telling you, try to watch this full video without splitting your attention, without splitting your focus, because doubt has ruined the lives of so many men. So the first thing that you must do is literally just become aware of your thoughts. Like I said, so many men, they're so unconscious of what's going on. They don't understand that there's so many thoughts in their mind that's telling them that they're not able to achieve something. And your mind, I want you to think of your mind as a garden. And every single thought is a seed. Now, are you putting seeds in that are going to bloom flowers? Or are you putting seeds in that are going to create weeds? This basically means, are you putting positive thoughts in your mind that are going to reinforce your goals and your dreams? Or are you putting thoughts that are going to belittle you and make you feel like you aren't able to achieve something? With whatever excuse you may give yourself, I want you to realize that you are the controller of your thoughts. Thoughts do not control you. And like I said earlier, your thoughts will truly dictate your reality. Like I said earlier, how do you expect millions of people to believe in you? Or even, see, this is the problem I had when I was playing soccer. I expected my coach, my varsity coach, to believe in me. Yet something that I lacked was belief in myself. Okay, so the first step that I want you to do is get a piece of paper and write down all of your negative thoughts. And don't lie to yourself. Most of the time you do have a negative thought. And what I want you to do is write down the counterpart to that thought. So basically, let's say your negative thought was, I can't get big in the gym because my genetics are horrible. You write down the counterpart, which is, I am going to get big in the gym because I am going to be the hardest worker. You see the difference between those two thoughts? One destroys you and one serves you. Basically, what I'm trying to imply is that you must manually put these thoughts into your mind. Because right now, all your mind is giving you is negative thoughts. But if you start to put these positive thinking into your mind, then it is a matter of time until your brain switches from negative to positive, which is why you must create affirmations for yourself. Tell yourself, I can do this. I'm not saying that you can manifest your future. That's not what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say that You have to switch your mindset, switch your thinking, because right now, your mind is not working for you, it is working against you. The problem is that you visualize failure without even realizing it. Most of the time, this stems from your past. Maybe when you were a child, you broke something, and your dad or your mom called you a disappointment, called you useless, say that you're a pain, and then you carry that belief all the way until your adult years. And now it is making you visualize failure. I want you to realize that your self-image plays a huge role in whether you will achieve your goals or not. So one exercise that I truly do recommend, and this is something that I have been doing recently, is that I want you to visualize the success that you want. Visualize as if you already had it. So let's say you want it to become shredded. You visualize yourself shredded. Visualize what you will have to do to get there, what it will feel like when you have it, what everyone around you will be thinking. You want to visualize every single little detail. Visualize a journey. Visualize what will happen when you're there. Visualize how you will feel, the feelings, the emotions. You will literally want to visualize, like I said, every single little detail. A study was done to prove that visualization actually works. They had two groups. For 30 days, they were going to do a challenge to see who was better at free throws. They had one group, no free throws for 30 days, but what they did is they visualized themselves throwing free throws for 30 days. The other group, they actually did practice, but they did no visualizations. So they shot the free throws, but no visualization. What they found was truly amazing, that at the end of the study, the group who did visualizations ended up having the same amount of progress as the group that did actual practice. I want you to think of that. The group that actually shot them did the same amount of progress as the group who just mentally practiced and never touched a basketball. That is insane to think about, and I'm telling you, visualization will truly impact your life. I want you to realize that if you could see it up there and you could believe full-heartedly, then it will end up happening. And coming off of the long-term visualization, what you could do is a short-term visualization. This basically means instead of thinking farther down the line, when you actually achieve all your goals, this could be right away. For example, let's say you're about to go hit a workout. A short-term visualization could be you just sitting in your car and thinking about how you're going to have a good look, thinking about how intense you're going to be, thinking about how social you're going to be, whatever it may be, whatever you're trying to achieve. You think short-term, and it truly does work. For example, for this video, I visualize myself being a good speaker. The more and more you visualize, the more and more your self-image will get better and your character will improve. And we all know that the better your self-image is, the better you will do in life. Your environment plays a huge role in your belief system. If you constantly have people telling you that you cannot do something, it is a matter of time before you believe it yourself. So what you must do is literally just get rid of these people who don't serve you in life. Instead, they just feed you these negative thoughts. I'm telling you, you literally will become the same as them. If they constantly tell you something, they constantly tell you that you cannot do this, it is impossible to do this, it is not for you. They are not your friends. They are crabs who want to grab you down. They do not care about you. They do not care about your goals, your dreams. They want you to be the same level as them. They don't want you to improve. They are jealous of you. So like I said, it is better to just cut these people off. And the next thing that you must avoid is watching the news. Because when you watch the news, they are putting this negative agenda. They're trying to implant negativity in your mind because that's what makes them the most money. That's what makes you come back. The human mind is more attentive to negativity. So that's why they play it constantly. All these stories are all the same. They just make it a little bit different. And then your mind goes back. Politics, all they want to do is create anger, create negativity between the country because they know that's what makes them more money. They know that's what keeps you controlled. So if you want to take control of your life, you must cut out anything. And a perfect example of this is, let's say you wear a bunch of jackets. You wear like 5 jackets. You try to become hot. You want to physically make your body hot. But you're in a cooler, a freezing cooler. No matter how many jackets you wear, you will always be cold. And that is basically saying your environment plays a big role in how you will actually become. So instead, what you can do is start to put in things that are going to improve you, that are going to talk good to you. For example, you could put on podcasts, inspirational interviews, start to have good friends who are telling you that you can do it. This is why I don't really have too many friends, because I am very aware of friends who are going to destroy me. I'm very aware that most people are average. Most people don't want to improve their life. You know, when you have your friends, all they're doing is going out to eat junk, and you're trying to develop a good physique. And you tell them, you know, I'm not saying that you can't have friends who do that, but when you tell them like, oh, I can't go out because I'm trying to do this, and then they belittle you and they tell you, come on, you know, you're not even going to be able to achieve it. It's hard to do, whatever it may be. Get rid of those people, I'm telling you, and start to create good friends. It may take some time. I'm not gonna lie, it does take a lot of time to build good friends. However, it is really worth it. The next thing that you want to do is just take action. I mean, of course you're going to have doubts when all you do is just scroll on TikTok, play video games all day, watch Netflix all day. What do you expect is going to happen? Do you think you're going to become good in the gym when all you're doing is literally going on your phone, scrolling your life away, never going into the gym? Of course you're not going to believe that. Of course you're not going to believe in yourself. The first thing that you must do is literally take action, because you could believe in yourself all you want, but if you never take action, then your life will never change. If you could spend 8 hours a day working for someone else, then you could spend 1 hour a day working for yourself. I don't want to hear any excuses that you can't do this because you don't have the resources. Go in the past, all these people created success for themselves without having nothing, without having money, without having, you know, the perfect race to achieve something. Most people, they tell themselves they can't do this because I'm a certain race. Come on, man, that's garbage excuses. I mean, go look at my first ever video on YouTube. Now, I'm not claiming to be the best speaker. However, if you go and look at my first video on YouTube, I could barely finish a sentence. But now, if you look at my videos, you see that I'm starting to obtain flow. I'm starting to become a greater speaker. And I can't even imagine a year time. I'm so excited to what I will become. I believe in myself that I'm going to become a world-class speaker. And you must have that belief for yourself in whatever goals or dreams that you have. The moment you tell yourself, I'm not a loser, and I am going to achieve my goals no matter what, I will put the work in, I'll do anything to get there, that's when your life will change. And that's the mentality I'm stressing. I want you to create that mentality for yourself. Another great thing that you could do is just transform your body, because when you transform your body and you look in the mirror, I mean, if you're fat and you look in the mirror, of course you're not going to have belief in yourself. When you look in the mirror and you have these love handles that are hanging out of your body, but when you look in the mirror and you see an amazing physique, you will have the motivation to transform many other things in your life. The last piece of advice that I want to give you is that you must view failure as a good thing. Many people, they view failure as something that is very bad for them. So what happens is that when they fail, they feel discouraged. They don't have the motivation to keep going and they give up. Go look at any successful person. I keep on saying this, go look at a successful person, go look at what they do, because that's the best thing that you can do. However, something that they all had in common, again, is that they all failed thousands of times, but they just kept going. If you keep going on something, you will literally achieve it. Like, I'm trying to tell you that it is impossible not to achieve something if you keep on going, no matter how many times you fail. Stop viewing failure as a bad thing. I know all these schools kind of push this agenda. Whenever we did a test and we got a failed grade, it would affect us a lot. But now in the real world, I want you to realize that you must treat failure as a learning lesson. Failure is not a bad thing. Stop comparing your timeline to others' timeline. Most of the time, this also causes us to get discouraged. However, just focus on your own journey. And I want you to realize that humans are capable of crazy things. Think about an airplane. Think about a car. This wouldn't have happened if humans did not believe that they could achieve their potential. If humans were all full of doubt, we would never be able to achieve anything. That is all for this video. Check out my free 7-day guide to control in the description. Thank you for watching. See you.